Ha! Ah, oh, this is even on the oops. That was the wrong screen to show. Though I am showing the same window. Here, have this while I get the right thing up properly. Here we go. Here we go. That's better. That's better. Just gonna also do this because I never actually did do that. So, welcome guys to the video / stream of me looking through the Game Awards stuff that just kind of got released. I just got out of work, so like I try to avoid as much as I could on nominees and stuff for the Game Awards. So I'm gonna look at that right now. I only know a few things, but that's because, you know, it's impossible to avoid a lot of them. But I got as much, I avoided as much as I could so that I can do not only watching the VOD, but also, you know, was it watching the VOD, but also voting. So I'll do both of them in one thing. And again, I did this last year. I made it a video and I was gonna put it out on like that same day, but I had to wait an extra day because things happened, so I couldn't get it out in time. So so I'm doing it this way now. All right, Future will probably see this in later. All right, so how? Oh God. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's loud for me. It's louder. It matters if it's too loud for the stream, because I can turn it down. Okay, so that is good enough for the stream. So I'll just turn it down on my end, and I'll mute this, and let's begin. I guess that's the chat. This is what I wanted to mute. There we go. Here we go. See, will it go full screen? Because if it will, then that just makes it easier on me. All right, it does. All right, here we go. So who's nominated? I guess I know one of them's nominated for Game of the Year, and I know what's nominated for Best Multiplayer and Best Mobile Game because I could not avoid them.
On December 10th, the world will come together to celebrate video games at the Game Awards, streaming live everywhere. Hey, I'm Jeff Keighley, and welcome to the nominee announcement. This has, of course, been a challenging year for all of us, but despite so many obstacles, talented developers have comforted and entertained us with amazing games that show more than ever why video games are the most powerful form of entertainment. At the Game Awards, we will celebrate the absolute best with a fully live awards show and, of course, share world premieres of games that will define the next generation.
So they're doing it at the theater again.
The Game Awards Orchestra will be back, too. Right now,
let's
get to the nominees. And remember, you can help select the...
Yeah, I'm going to vote. I already know. I'm going to vote.
...by voting at thegameawards.com. For Best Performance, the nominees are...
All right, Best Performance.
Ashley Johnson as Ellie, The Last of Us Part 2.
Never played it. You're gonna probably hear a lot of me just either going never played it or never seen it or going to see it later.
Laura Bailey as Abby, The Last of Us Part 2.
Also,
Daisuke
never
Tsuji
saw it.
as Jin Sakai.
Ooh, God, I really want to play. I really want to play Ghost of Tsushima. That is on the list for later.
Ghost of Tsushima. Logan Cunningham as Hades in Hades.
Is Hades really? I mean, I don't know much about Hades. I honestly should have just looked into it. Like, I should have just said screw it and just actually look into either Vinny's streams or something. Because I'm like, yeah, I want to play it for myself, so I just avoided it. And honestly, there's a lot more games that are coming up where it's just like, I really should just watch someone else play it instead, because I don't think I'm ever going to get to it on my own. So maybe I'll get to Hades eventually. But that's good.
And Najee Jeter as Miles Morales.
I'm probably going to pick him.
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Because
Next
bias.
Up, the category
Though, wait, that just came out. That just came out. Oh, hey, Cassandra. Welcome to the stream. Oh no, well, okay, I guess it came out a week ago, and I guess the nominees would have been set like before this video came out, like on the 18th, I guess, or the 10th, because this must have come out like right on the cusp of it getting nominated.
Spider-Man Miles Morales. Next up, the category of best multiplayer game. Those nominees are...
I know Among Us is one of them.
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Animal Crossing, all right.
Among Us. Call of Duty Warzone. Fall Guys.
Fall Guys.
Valorant.
It's funny. Valorant got like, I guess I'm doing the reaction shit now. Call of Duty is Call of Duty. It's always there. Among Us, even though it came out 2 years ago, is getting nominated for this. I'm doing fine. I'm just doing this Game Awards stuff like right quick while I'm here. And get it out of the way.
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Animal Crossing is fun. There's a lot of problems with it, but that's just a lot of them are just like old Animal Crossing traditions that feel archaic compared to a lot of game design changes nowadays. I mean, it's still a good game. Don't get me wrong. I still think it was well worth the money that I put into it, and it's very fun, and they're still updating the game a lot. But I mean, it's a really good game, and again, they're constantly updating it, so they're gonna make it better. I just know it. It's a good game. It just has problems, but like we all know that. Among Us is fucking fun, and I didn't expect it to actually be fun. Like I thought it was just another one of those. Oh hey, it's a popular internet game like Fall Guys, so it'll just be like just whatever. Because how Fortnite became such a popular internet game, and I played it for a bit and thought it was okay, and did not pick it up after I played it for that stupid video. Among Us is different. Like, it's actually really fun, and I would want to play with the group, but I don't think it's ever going to happen for various reasons, outside of maybe like 1 or 2 people.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty's Call of Duty. Fall Guys is fun. Fall Guys. I'm gonna get to Valorant. That's why I stopped. Fall Guys is fun, but I think that like it had a little bit of a steep fall off after Among Us got popular. They got popular around the same time, but like once Fall Guys like season 1 was about to end and season 2 started up, there was a bunch of Among Us like skyrocketing stuff, and I don't know. I think Fall Guys is still good. The developers clearly have a lot of fun with the game and social media. I genuinely think that it could be a good game. I play it like when like it's kind of my, if it's not Tetris, then it's my go-to battle royale game to play. Are there good games? I mean, Animal Crossing is in there. Fucking Among Us is in there. But I'm gonna get to Valorant. It's funny. Everyone called Valorant the Overwatch killer after like week 1. I never heard a single person talk about this after that. So I mean, I'm sure it's good, but everyone's like, oh, it's Overwatch cross with CSGO. I haven't played it myself, but man, oh man, there was like no talk after Valorant came out. I just kept hearing about people talk about Valorant. Then it comes out. I saw like a few bits of gameplay from it, and it's like, yeah, it looks like a shooter, and then nothing. So I have no idea. Yeah, Fall Guys is fun.
For best ongoing game, the nominees are...
Is Fortnite still there? In terms of ongoing game, I hope Final Fantasy 14 is still there, because I think that should win. Fortnite might still be there. Smash Brothers might be there.
Apex.
Oh yeah, Apex Legends.
Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky.
All right, I'll give it to No Man's Sky. But why is Call of Duty War? It came out a week ago. How is it ongoing? It just came out a week ago.
In the category of best
art
direction, the nominees
art direction.
Are Final Fantasy.
Okay, that's a good game.
Remake,
that's a good game.
Ghost of Tsushima,
that's a good game.
Hades,
that's a good game.
Ori and the Will of
That's
the
a
Wisps,
I forgot that came out this
The
year.
Last of Us Part
Or I guess last year.
2.
Ooh, fuck. Oh, those are all really like Nice options.
Score and music. Those nominees.
Best score music out of games that came out this year. I have no idea.
Are Doom Eternal, composed by Mick Gordon.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay, Final Fantasy's music is really good. Still need to beat it.
And Mitsuto Suzuki. Hades, composed by Darren Corr.
Man, Hades has been getting a lot of
Ori and
fucking
the Will
love.
of Wisps, composed by Gareth Coker. And The Last of Us Part 2.
I see where this is going.
Additional music by Matt Quayle.
I see where this is going.
Nominees are Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx,
I
Ghost
forgot
of
that
Tsushima,
came out.
Resident Evil 3, and The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, The Last of Us is
Our
gonna
new
take a
category
lot
for
of.
2020 innovation and accessibility.
Oh.
Those nominees are Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
Innovations and accessibility. So they're giving an award for making it so that people can play no matter who you are, I guess.
Grounded,
Never heard of it.
Hyperdot,
Never heard of it.
The Last of Us Part 2, and
Never played it.
Watch Dogs Legion. In the
I don't know
category of
about
Best
it.
Narrative, the
Best narrative. Story games that came out this year. I didn't play a lot of games that were story intensive this year, outside of the Somnium Files, which I don't think that's going to get nominated at all. Although didn't it come out in the middle of? No, it came out near the end of last year, so it would have been nominated for last year's Game Awards, and it didn't.
nominees are 13 Sentinels,
The other Spike Chunsoft game. Cool.
Rim,
Fucking good. Not the one I played. No, the other one.
by George Kamatani. Final Fantasy VII Remake, written by Kazushige Nojima, Matomu Toriyama,
I mean-
Hiroki Awaki, and Sashi Hirano. Ghost of Tsushima, writers Ian Ryan, Liz Abel, Patrick Downs, and Jordan Lemos. Hades, writer Greg
Wow,
Cassavetes.
Hades is getting a
And
lot
The
of
Last Us
awards.
Part 2, writers Neil Druckmann and Haley Gross. Games for Impact recognize a thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning or message. The nominees are If Found,
Never played it.
Kentucky Route Zero,
Never
TV
heard of it.
Spirit Fair.
That one actually looked really cool from the trailer that I saw. I'll probably give it that.
Tell Me Why,
Never heard of it.
and Through the Darkest of Times.
Never heard of it.
Independent games are such a vibrant part of the industry, and the nominees this year for Best Independent Game
Is
are
Among Us going to be on the list? Carrion,
Fall Guys,
Fall Guys.
Hades, Spelunky 2.
Oh right, Spelunky
and
2 came
Spirit
out.
Fair.
All right. I have no
For
idea.
Best Mobile Game presented by LG.
Yeah, no, Among Us is also
Qualcomm
nominated for Best
Snapdragon.
Mobile Game.
The nominees are Among Us, Call of Duty Mobile,
Nope.
Genshin Impact, Legends
I
of
could
Runeterra,
give it that.
and Pokemon Cafe.
Cafe Mix. Fucking Pokemon Cafe Mix got nominated. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, I need to think about Best Family Game now. Hang on. If Cafe Mix was nominated, did Sword and Shield get nominated for Best Family Game then? I think it'd be Sword and Shield. Mario Maker 2 came out last year, right? Yeah. It'd be Sword and Shield. What else came out this year? I mean, Animal Crossing might be. Oh, the fuck else? I don't even know. You want to Switch Lite? Go for it. If you don't already have one, it's pretty cheap.
For the second year, we are presenting an award for Best Community Support. The nominees are Apex Legends,
Final
Destiny
Fantasy
2,
14.
Fall Guys, Fortnite,
Honestly, I would.
No Man's Sky.
I mean, I either give it to No Man's Sky or Fall
and
Guys.
Valorant.
I honestly give it to
Best
one of those two.
Debut Indie game recognizes a studio that published
Best.
its first
Oh,
game
best
this
new
year.
indie game. Ooh, Raji. I hope Raji's on the list.
Are
I'd vote for that.
Carrion, Mortal Shell,
Never heard of it.
Raji.
Yes, I'm voting Raji.
Roki, and
Roki's also pretty good, and Phasmophobia is popular now, so
Phobia.
that's why that's there. I'm voting for Raji.
The best VR AR game nominees are Dream,
yeah, I think I'm gonna vote Dreams for that. Though, I mean, VR chat's been only getting popular recently because of the Among Us VR thing, but Dreams though, I didn't know that was VR. I thought it was just a normal game.
Marvel's Iron Man.
Never heard of this. What the fuck is this?
VR. Star Wars Squadrons.
I heard this was good though.
The Walking Dead.
Never heard of this at all.
For Content Creator of the Year, presented by Adobe.
Oh man.
The nominees are
presented by Adobe. How ironic.
Alana Pierce.
I've heard that she's not bad. I've heard her name. I've heard her name in passing.
J.Ann Lopez.
Never heard or seen you ever.
Nick Marks.
Never heard or seen you ever.
Tim the Tatman.
Never heard or seen you ever.
And Valkyrie.
Never heard or seen you
best
ever.
Action game. The nominees are Doom Eternal.
Doom.
Hades. Half-Life Alyx. Neo 2.
Oh right, that came out.
Streets of Rage 4.
Oh right, that
In the
came
genre
out.
Best action adventure game. The nominees are
Okay.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Ooh.
Ghost of Tsushima. Marvel's Spider-Man.
Fuck.
Miles Morales. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
I've been pausing this a
and
lot.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh yeah, Jedi Fallen Order
Best
also came out.
role-playing game. The nominees
Oh.
are Final Fantasy VII Remake. Genshin Impact.
No.
Persona 5 Royal.
Oh shit, no, I have to vote for that.
Wasteland 3.
No.
And
No.
Yakuza.
No.
Like a Dragon.
No, that's a given. That's a given. Persona 5 Royal is a given. No, I can't not. I can't not. I can't
These for
not.
Best fighting game are
Royal's too good.
Grand Blue Fantasy
Oh.
versus
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate.
That's cheating. That is cheating. That just came out today. That's cheating. That is cheating. Mortal Kombat 11 came out what? It came out last year. Although how late was it last year? But that's cheating. Why are you using the new version? That's cheating. That is cheating.
Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition. One Punch Man.
Oh right, there was a One Punch Man game.
And Under Night in Birth.
The
EXE
fuck is this?
Late Clear.
Never heard of it. I'll probably vote for best fighting game. I already forgot the ones that were shown.
Category of best family game.
All right, I know Animal Crossing's going to be there, and maybe Sword and Shield. I don't know what else will be there.
We can all play together. The nominees are Animal Crossing New Horizons, Crash 4.
Oh right, Crash. I forgot about Crash 4. It's a good game. Fuck. Okay. That I did play and beat that. That is true.
Time. Fall Guys.
Fall Guys is also pretty good.
Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Minecraft Dungeons.
No.
And Paper Mario, the Origami King.
Shit. Pokemon didn't get nominated? Or maybe it's
Nominees
no,
are
it can't be that.
Crusader Kings 3, Desperados
Interesting.
3, Gears Tactics, Microsoft Flight Simulator.
That's just
and
got
XCOM
popular.
Chimera Squad. Next up, Best Sports Racing.
I'm
The
going to get through
nominees
this
are
eventually, I swear.
Dirt 5,
Best
F1
sports racing
2020,
game? Mario Kart
FIFA
Live.
21, NBA 2K21, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Oh.
And now, your nominees for Best Esports Game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Is Overwatch going to be
Counter-Strike
there?
Global Offensive.
Because I wouldn't vote for Overwatch this
League
year.
of Legends, and Valorant.
Oh, fuck. It didn't even make it this
we're
year.
recognizing 5 incredible esports athletes as nominees in this category. Crimsix, Showmaker, Canyon,
Cool. Look at all these
Shotzi,
people I don't
and Zyro.
recognize.
The nominees for Best Esports Team
I'm not
are
going to make fun of him.
Damwon Gaming, Dallas Empire,
That's
San Francisco
Overwatch.
Shock,
That's
G2
Overwatch.
Esports, and Team Secret. Your nominees for Best Esports Coach are Zephyr, Zonic, Krusty, Rambo,
Krusty?
and Grabs.
What the fuck are these names? Hang on. Krusty, Rambo, and Grabs. What are these names? What are these? These are coaches. Okay. Why do you want to be coached by
Rambo.
Grabs?
And Grabs. games.
Why do you want to be
The
coached by
best
someone named
esports event,
Grabs?
which was probably a little different this year than normal. The nominees are Blast Premier Spring Europe Finals, Call of Duty League Championship 2020, IEM Katowice 2020, League of Legends World Championship 2020, and the Overwatch League Grand Finals 2020.
Okay.
And our last esports category, Best Esports Host. The nominees are Shocks.
Why do we need to?
Machine.
Okay, I understand like esports
Dash,
game, esports
and
player,
Shiver.
but why do we need to acknowledge the coach and why do we need to acknowledge the host? I mean, it's good to acknowledge them. Yeah, I don't know either, Cassandra. Not for the most part. I don't know. I only know what's ever in Overwatch. Because Splatoon never made it to esports. But I don't know why we should have to have an award for the... I don't know, because that's just basically like acknowledging a... That's like getting... That's like giving an award to a coach in the Grammys. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking... Maybe I'm being closed-minded. I understand the esports game. I understand the esports player. I understand the esports event even. But I don't know. I don't understand why the esports coach and the host. I mean, they should be doing their jobs. Like,
categories.
Why do we have to award them?
Which recognizes outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. The nominees are Final Fantasy VII
Final Fantasy VII
from
remake.
Square Enix, Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch Productions, Hades from Supergiant Games,
Hades is getting a
Half-Life
lot of
Alyx
awards.
from Valve, and The Last of Us Part 2 from Naughty Dog. And finally, on behalf of the jury, comprised of more than 95 global media and influencers.
Now, who's getting nominated for Game of the Year? Is it going to be... I'm going to guess. It's out of all the ones that they showed, it's going to be Last of Us Part 2, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Among Us, Hades, and Doom.
Outlets, I am proud to announce the 6 nominees selected for truly outstanding creative and technical excellence. These are your nominees for Game of the Year. Animal Crossing New Horizons from Nintendo. Doom. Eternal
Animal Crossing
from
and
Ubisoft.
Doom, right next to each
Final
other.
Fantasy VII
Final Fantasy
from Square
VII.
Enix. Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of
from Sucker
Tsushima.
Punch Productions. Hades from
Hades
Supergiant
and
Games.
Last of Us.
And The Last of Us Part 2 from Naughty Dog. Who do you think should win? You can help select the winners in all categories by voting for your favorites starting right now through December 9th at thegameawards.com. There is so much more to share about this year's show in the weeks
Sword
ahead.
and Shield
World premieres,
should have been
special guests,
nominated.
and more surprises as we usher in the next generation of gaming. Follow us at the Game
I
Awards
mean,
on
Genshin
Twitter,
Impact getting as
tuning
much
live on
recognition as
December
it did
10th
is
for a
interesting.
global celebration of games. We'll see you then.
All right. It's the 10th. It's on the 10th. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. So we got that out of the way. No. So let me just refresh this because this actually had a little bit of a thing. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I don't know if I'd call that my game of the year. Oh, hi Pooja. Hang on. Did you not even get my text? Oh, you want Animal Crossing? I mean, it's a good game. It's definitely a good game. So, wait, I thought I was signed in. Unless they changed the entire website. Okay. He's doing homework right now. All right. Time to remove this screen. Where the fuck is the... Here it is. I'm gonna remove this temporarily while I do things. Actually, since it's on a different page, didn't even show up. Good. Yes. All right. Alrighty. All right, so I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go from the bottom up like I did last time. Oh my god. Lips are sealed. What for? I don't know. I was just asking Pooja if she wanted to join and talk about things. It's fine. Is the music still going? Okay, it is. All right, let's talk about this. I'm just gonna vote randomly for. Alright, time to randomly vote esports stuff because I don't know anything about esports. So, alright, I voted for him. Esports host, you. Oh god. You. Why is it taking forever? Excuse me. Okay, best esports game. I'm gonna give it to Valorant. On Post Masquerade. Yeah, Rob's gonna be on soon. I'm aware. He's gonna start streaming. He and Susie were doing a thing. I won't get into what thing. Pooja knows. But he'll start in a bit. I just wanted to do this and get it out of the way so that I could actually see the nominees because I had to keep myself spoiled from the internet, which is difficult when you're on almost every other fucking company's Twitter followers. But yeah, hi Pooja. Welcome to the stream. I'm voting on nominees. So Pooja, fun fact. If I could just scroll up a little bit for best mobile game. Guess actually I could just look it through here. Best mobile game. Guess what the fuck got in for best mobile game, Pooja? Oh, hey, look, Pokemon Cafe Mix is here. I laughed so hard, you don't even know. But there it is, Pokemon Cafe Mix is right there for best mobile game. Anyway. Yeah, it is. So, Sword and Shield did not get nominated for anything, which I'm surprised, but whatever. I'm voting this because I know Overwatch. I don't know any of you guys. I don't know, Krusty. I still don't. You know, I'm gonna vote Grabs. No, because nobody should have a name called Grabs and be a coach of an esports team. Oh, it's League of Legends. Okay, so these are two League of Legends. This is CS:GO, that's Overwatch League, and that's Call of Duty. But why Grabs? Grabs, Rambo, and Krusty. Like, what are those names? They decided those names for the coaches. There's 2 leagues, 2 Call of Duties, and CS:GO. Screw it, I'll give it to Canyon. Why not? Okay, best AEGIS. Okay, the first game to come out of a company. I'm picking Raji because I have to. I would have picked Roki otherwise, but I have to for Raji. I kind of guessed. I kind of like predicted it would be there, and the whole like, hey, look, it's there. Also, you would appreciate that, Pooja. I'm gonna vote Alana Pierce. Vote that because she's the only one that I recognize out of this entire list. I would honestly have Scott the Woz be on here, to be honest, considering the dark age of Nintendo was kind of the entirety of 2020. All right, best multiplayer game. We got Animal Crossing, Among Us, Call of Duty, Fall Guys, and Valorant. Valorant and Call of Duty are out of the list. I haven't played them, and I don't know about Valorant being stupid, like the Overwatch killer. I'm sure it looks good, but it's not for me, I don't think. It's fine, Cassandra. I also don't care about esports. You still need to buy it? I thought you did. I thought you already bought it. I thought you bought it on the Switch already. Now, okay. It's kind of between, honestly, it's between Fall Guys, Among Us, and Animal Crossing for me. In terms of my best multiplayer game, I honestly would pick Among Us, but Animal Crossing, I mean, I had some fun with Fall Guys. That would be like my 3rd place. Animal Crossing and Among Us, I mean, they're both really good multiplayer game experiences. I just think that I've had a lot more fun with Among Us than I have with Animal Crossing, though that is only because a lot of the stuff I would want to do in Animal Crossing hasn't come out yet. So it's kind of got a little bit of a detriment to that. That being said, there's still a lot of new stuff coming out, and I can't wait for, especially in the coming months with the new events and stuff. And maybe I'll vote it for a different thing because it's been nominated for multiple things. But in terms of multiplayer game, I think I'm gonna pick Among Us. Animal Crossing would have been a very close second though, and Fall Guys probably a long third. All right, best racing game, sports game. I guess I'll give it to Tony Hawk because that's the only one that seems like neat, considering that was like a reimagining of the first 2 Tony Hawk games. I prefer bowling. Good. Bowling is fun. Sim strategy. I don't know any of these outside of Gears Tactics when that was like announced 2 years ago and I guess came out this year. I didn't even know it came out. I don't know. Desperados. You get it. All right, so best family game. We got Animal Crossing, Crash 4, Fall Guys, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, Minecraft Dungeons, and Paper Mario: The Origami King. Now, I've only played 3 of these games. I haven't played Origami King yet, and I can't... Okay, so there's a lot of people that say that Paper Mario: The Origami King, if you completely remove it from its core series, the first 2, technically 3 Paper Mario games, it's good on its own. And they've had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I'm surprised either. I thought that Sword and Shield would make it, but I guess maybe it just got beat out. And I've heard people love people almost all across the board love the soundtrack to the game. And I've heard some bits of it from the Tetris skin that was in it. I genuinely don't know how to feel about it, so I'm not going to vote for it. But the trailers looked good. The animation and art style looks good. I don't care for the fact that it's still trying to go by Paper Mario instead of Paper Mario. But that's also just because I would rather it be an original, more like the original games. I don't know how to feel about it, so that's going to be out of the running for my vote. Again, I'm sure it's good. I want to cover my bases in case anyone watches this later, because last year when I made this video, plopped it up, it somehow got like 200 views and a few comments of people thinking, oh, you don't like Yoshi's Crafted World because some people thought it was wrong, so you are clearly not thinking right. Like, I'm trying to cover my bases here. I'm giving my objective, my own opinion of things as I see it. I obviously haven't played every game. I don't have that amount of time. So I'm going by what I know. Crash, this might be a third, honestly, for Paper Mario. Minecraft Dungeons. You said you wanted to play it, Cassandra? Go for it. It's not for me. It's like Diet Diablo, but with Minecraft elements. I couldn't care less personally, though that's just me. I'm not the biggest Minecraft fan. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. It's a good idea, though it just came out last month. I don't know how many people were even able to play it, but I mean, I guess it's a good family game. If you're talking about like family, like a good family kind of game, I would pick either Animal Crossing or Mario Kart. Although even with Animal Crossing, I can't say it's if you're doing it on one Switch, it's not. It's not. Also, Crash 4 is a terrible family game. Listen. Crash 4 is a phenomenal video game, and I would vote for it if it was like nominated for best action game or something like that, or action adventure. Not for best family game. This is not a family game. This game is hard as balls. This game is fucking difficult. It's not only it's difficult, but it's also like unbelievably challenging 100%. So I would not say this is the best family game. Though if I don't vote for it, then it probably won't get voted for anything at all. I think I would vote for this for best action adventure game rather than best family game, but it's not even voted for that. So I'll give it an Animal Crossing. Because I can see if there's a bunch of people, if there's a family that has a bunch of different Switches, I'm thinking of the most ideal scenario. A bunch of people have different Switches, have different islands, so you can go and travel and do cool and different things. And with the constant updates, I think it'd be a better family game than anything else. Maybe Fall Guys might be there, but I don't know if it's a family game, considering that if you want like a full-on like good old family fun time, it's not going to be easy to do unless you have multiple PS4s or multiple PCs or whatever. So I'd either pick Animal Crossing or Paper Mario, but I'm going to pick Animal Crossing. Honestly, I think I think Animal Crossing would be better multiplayer than the other thing, but than Among Us. But I've had a lot more fun with Among Us than I have with Animal Crossing, at least so far. Best fighting game. All right, so we got Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which I hadn't really heard of until now. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, which is cheating. Street Fighter V Championship Edition, which is technically cheating. One Punch Man Hero, nobody knows, never heard of it. And whatever the fuck anime title this was. I didn't even need to see the screenshot. I just needed to look at the title and knew it was anime as fuck. You had an experience with Minecraft? That's good. I mean, again, Minecraft's just not for me. You can have fun with Minecraft all you want. That's fine. Mortal Kombat was fun, but it was not worth $60, at least when I got the base game. It definitely was, for me anyway, was not worth the money. It was a good game. It was fun. It was graphic. It was wonderful to play with the few times I did. But I have uninstalled that game from my PS4 and I have not opened it since. Honestly, I would rather get the Ultimate Edition. I honestly wish PJ didn't convince me to get the original game. I should have just waited for the Ultimate Edition. Which, by the way, this came out today. That's why it's cheating. This is cheating because this literally came out today. And I know it's going on the legacy of the original Mortal Kombat 11 game, and Ultimate is literally just a combination of the Ultimate Edition of the game, which was like almost $100. But now I guess they're charging it for $60 now. So this is cheating. And Street Fighter V is a similar thing, although that came out earlier this year. It's basically just another variant of Street Fighter V. It was graphic. Fucking listen, this game is bloody as fuck. I don't want to vote for it on principle that it's cheating, but it's the only game that I know and had fun with out of this list. So I'm picking it. But just know that it's cheating. Best role-playing game: Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, Persona 5 Royal. Picking that immediately. Wasteland 3, and then Yakuza Like a Dragon. So Genshin Impact also came out like a few months ago and has been getting a lot of it's been getting a lot of rep recently, which is fine. It's basically like a Breath of the Wild clone, but also a gacha. I played a little bit of it. It's fun. I feel like it'd be better with more people. Personally, I don't know. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I've yet to finish, but this game is also beautiful, and the music is great from what I've played. Oh, and no, I meant no. With Mortal Kombat, I didn't mean it's because it has graphics. I mean that it's stunning. Like the visual, like the graphical fidelity is great. That's what I mean. Like everything is like all the blood is super gory. The character models look really good. All the animations look great. The story with all the cutscenes and everything, all the animations, it just looks like a CG movie, and it's really good. That's what I was getting at by graphic. It's really good. Anyway, back to Final Fantasy. I've yet to beat it. I've only gotten like up to chapter 2, like when Sephiroth comes out and through the fire and the flames, and he's like, "Oh hey, I'm a super boss, or I'm the final boss, and be prepared to see me later." Woo! Even though in the original game he didn't really show up until like well near the end of it, and this game is definitely going to be in parts. I didn't even need to beat the game to know this is going to be in parts. If they only took like the first 5 hours of the game and blowed it to 60 hours of gameplay, there's going to be multiple parts. I guess like they did multiple discs with the original Final Fantasy VII game, so they're going to do it similar to that. So I can't say much about it outside of what I played. Is really fun, and I will get to it eventually. It's on the list. Genshin Impact was fun for a little bit. I'll get to it eventually. Persona 5 Royal is so much better than 5, but it's only because it builds off of the already great game. And not to get into any Royal spoilers, not to get into any Royal specific spoilers, mostly for Pooja's sake, but also just in general, the Royal stuff they added is leagues better than the vanilla ending. All the stuff they added in Royal, in terms of the quality of life changes, the new character Kasumi, the new ending after you beat the game if you do all the things correctly, the new things added to Mementos, the new character Dr. Maruki, the new confidant, everything that they added was 10 times better than what Persona 5 could ever do. Like, there's no reason to get the original game outside of the fact if you want it for $20. But Royal is so good. Royal would take my game of the year this year. Honestly. Like, I played through the rest of the Royal shit with Rob because he wanted to see me react to things that happened, and I have archives of, like, non-live streams of us playing through the rest of Royal. I might highlight a bunch of things and put them in like a separate video if I feel like it, but it's good. It's so good. Royal is so good. I mean, I didn't think it would get nominated for Game of the Year considering there were a lot of good games that came out this year, but Royal is so good. Easily would be currently my Game of the Year so far in terms of new games that came out. All right, best action adventure game. We got Assassin's Creed, whatever the fuck. We got Ghost of Tsushima, which I probably might vote for. Spider-Man Miles Morales, which came out a week ago. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which I forgot came out this year. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which I also forgot came out at the end of last year. And The Last of Us Part 2, which I probably won't vote for any of them in that department. You're going to be seeing in The Last of Us Part 2 a lot in this. In terms of best action adventure, I haven't played any of these. I want to play Ghost of Tsushima, and I definitely want to play Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. And if I know anything from the original Marvel Spider-Man, when I played that, what got me interested in Miles Morales more, outside of the fact that I watched Into the Spider-Verse and I love the fuck out of it, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, is the fact that I played Marvel Spider-Man. Like, I think, it was when it was on sale. I picked it up for $20, the Ultimate Edition, and got everything. And I beat it, I believe, near the end of last year, or like the beginning of this year. So it was around like after the Game Awards, and I'd been playing through it a lot. And I really did enjoy myself, like a lot more than I thought I would, because it also reminded me of like when I played Spider-Man 2 on the original Xbox all those years ago. Oh man, just like all the memories that came with this with at least with Marvel Spider-Man. With Miles Morales, I know I'm going to like it because again, I'm interested in Miles Morales as a character now after Into the Spider-Verse, even though I know they're not technically correlated, but I'm interested in a Black Spider-Man. Anyway, Ghost of Tsushima is also a game I'm looking forward to because the game just looks interesting. It usually when I have like an inkling of, I look at this and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna love it. Also, this game was teased as fuck for like 3 years. This game was teased so much at like every E3 and like Sony event. They teased the fuck out of this. When Sekiro came out last year, I thought that was this game because it was teased so much. And it's hard. Also, Ori. I'm gonna play the original Ori in the Blind Forest one day. I have the definitive edition on the Switch. I might pick up Will o' the Wisps later, but I want to beat the original game first, and I know I'm going to probably love it and then get the sequel and then love it even further. It looks beautiful, the art style anyway, and the animations, they look fucking beautiful. But I think out of my gut feeling, I'm gonna vote for Miles Morales, though know that Ghost of Tsushima and Ori and the Will o' the Wisps are really high up there. Like, oh my god, they absolutely are. All right, best action game. Out of the ones here, I'm gonna give it to Hades. I don't care about Half-Life. I forgot Nioh came out. Streets of Rage 4 is not a game that I've played any of, but I do appreciate that it's on this list. I do appreciate that a beat 'em up from, like a sequel to a beat 'em up from years ago got on this list. I do appreciate that. Doom Eternal, I would also vote for if I'd actually played Doom 2016, which I still haven't yet. But I mean, it's between these two, but I'm gonna pick Hades. Still haven't really looked into Hades that much, but I will one day. Innovation in accessibility is a new category that they brought in this year. I haven't been reading the chat. I like EA games. Good for you. I'm helping Rob with the case tonight. Oh, are you? Well, I hope everything goes well for that. I know he's almost about to beat the game, which he's about to stream soon. Or, well, theoretically, he's about to stream soon. It's fine. I'll lead you all into Rob's stream later. Anyway, so I don't know any of these outside of Assassin's Creed, Last of Us, which I don't know what accessibility stuff is in this, and then Watch Dogs Legion. Well, let's see what the category says here. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. So probably just like assist modes and stuff like that, I assume. I've never heard of Grounded, though just based on the image here, it looks interesting. Hyperdot, never heard of at all. So it's probably a mobile game. At least just based on this, it either looks like a Steam game or a mobile game. Watch Dogs, I don't even know. I don't even know much about Watch Dogs. Last of Us, I've seen so much mixed reception on The Last of Us Part 2. So much. And Assassin's Creed, which also, this came out like a few days ago. I don't know who to pick, so I'm gonna pick, I don't know, Grounded. Oh, Obsidian made that. Oh, shit. Well, I guess I have some ground in the Grounded. Good. Best VR AR game, I'm voting for Dreams, no question. Because this is essentially the successor to Little Big Planet. And every other game outside of Star Wars Squadron, I don't know or care about. Half-Life, don't care about Half-Life. Marvel's Iron Man VR, I didn't even know that was a thing. And The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, I've never even heard of. But Star Wars Squadrons, I heard, is like a pretty good, like, it's like that Star Trek game, that Star Trek VR game that came out last year, I think, that like simulates being in the Enterprise. It's kind of like that, but Star Wars. But Dreams, I have to vote for Dreams. All right, best community support: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fall Guys, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, or Valorant. So I haven't played a lot of Apex Legends this year. surprisingly. Maybe a few times I would boot it up if I just wanted to shoot something, but I really haven't opened it since last year. And again, I still think it's a good game, but it just hasn't really captured my interest recently. Also, there's a bunch of other freaking games that have come out. Fall Guys, I kind of want to give it to Fall Guys, mostly because of just its social media presence. Yeah, the inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. I kind of want to give it to Fall Guys for that alone, because they really have a lot of fun with the social media aspect. Fortnite, I don't want to vote for Fortnite anymore. Valorant, I guess. I haven't seen much about it at all. And No Man's Sky, I want to keep supporting No Man's Sky. Considering how it just grew into what it is now, I do want to keep voting and supporting it. So it's between Fall Guys and No Man's Sky for me. So I'm voting for Fall Guys, but again, No Man's Sky, I appreciate it even being on here for it failing so hard in the beginning, and then after like 2 years of good support and stuff, like it actually got good. Now, I have to vote Among Us here, because none of these other games either captured my interest or kept me going as much as Among Us did. But I can't really put it on the precipice of Among Us or Genshin in mobile game, because I never played them on mobile. Neither Pokemon Cafe Mix. I played that on the Switch. Legends of Runeterra. I mean, honestly, I would take my vote back from Among Us and put it into Legends, just to give it some fucking uniqueness in the vote, honestly. But like, Cafe Mix gets bullshit with its mobile game bullshit. Genshin is a gacha, and Among Us is really fun. But I haven't played it on mobile, so I have no idea what it's like on mobile. So I guess the fact that Cafe Mix is even on here in general, it's fucking. I'm voting for Among Us. I'm just setting my vote for Among Us. Best indie game. Hades. I'm pretty much gonna give it to Hades, but let me just. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside of the traditional publisher system. Devolver. I mean, Fall Guys is fun, but I don't know if I'd call it best indie game. Spelunky 2, I think is more Spelunky, but it's really good. Spiritfarer looked really freaking interesting from the trailer, but I still haven't played it. And I've never heard of Carrion, but I guess that's also good. I'm just gonna give it to Hades. Again, I think that one should deserve it. And then what's this? Is this best ongoing game? Awarded to a game for outstanding development for ongoing content that evolves a player experience over time. Yep, Call of Duty Warzone just came out like a week ago. Not even that, a few days ago. So how could it be ongoing when it just came out? Fuck it, I'll give it to No Man's Sky. I have to give it to No Man's Sky, because it's gone good and getting better. Games for Impact, for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. If Found, I've never heard of, from Dreamfield. Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition, never heard of. I assume it's a Switch game based off of the title. It's either a Switch game or a PlayStation game. Spiritfarer, again, I might vote for that. Tell Me Why, I've never heard of. Ain't nothing better. But it looks interesting. And then Through the Darkest of Times, I've never heard of, but again, also looks very interesting. So I'm giving it to Spiritfarer, just on the precipice of the principle that I actually kind of even knew this one existed. And I honestly thought that was it Dust? Not Dust of Elysium. It was Dust something. It had like, it was made by like one guy and had a lot of time put into it or something. Or did that come out last year? I don't even know. Best performance. Not voting for these two because I don't know what they sound like. I'm gonna probably give it to Miles Morales' voice actor, but Ghost of Tsushima and Hades from Hades. I mean, again, I don't know Hades that much, but apparently it's been blowing up. Apparently it's been blowing up, and I guess that's a good thing. So I'll give it to Miles. But that's the only one I've heard, honestly. And I assume Hades is really good. I assume. Best audio design. I'm gonna give it to Doom. Resident Evil 3 could also probably be a good contender for that too. All right, best score and music. Final Fantasy VII Remake is getting my vote. Hades, I didn't really hear the soundtrack all that much. Ori, I'm sure it's beautiful. I'm sure it's beautiful in Ori. And Doom, I'm sure it's fucking metal. So many people have been like playing the fucking so I've heard tracks from Doom and they sound metal as fuck. It's really good music. But I think I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy VII Remake because when I heard the music in it and from the startup, like I had a fucking euphoria. I had like such a euphoria for a game I had no interest in playing until the demo. So I think I have to give it to Final Fantasy VII for that. Best art direction. Now, all of these games, except for maybe Last of Us, I don't know. All of these games are really good in the art direction department. Though if I were to be real, I'm giving it to Ori. Final Fantasy VII Remake is okay. Am I back? All right, I'm back. OBS just crashed. So we're just gonna ignore that happened. All right, back to what I was just saying about my reasonings. All right, art direction. All right, so Final Fantasy VII Remake is really good at updating the original game's aesthetics and bringing it into the modern age. Also the characters and the stuff like that. But if we're going by art direction, I think it's a really good Final Fantasy game for its art direction. I think Final Fantasy 16 is going to take care of that though, if that's coming out next year. So that'll probably take care of that like twofold. It's really good at setting the style though. Anyway, Ghost of Tsushima has a very distinct art style and art direction. I think that it's really good at setting the style of you being in feudal Japan. From the little bit that I've seen of it, I want to explore that world, and I really want to get engrossed into that world. Hades looks like a fucking comic book, like an anime comic book full of demons and hell and shit, and it looks really goddamn cool. And I wish I'd played it or seen some more people like footage of it being played, because it's been on my list for a while, and I really thought nothing of it initially, but man oh man, people have been talking about it a lot more. So I feel like I should probably actually look into it a little bit more. And The Last of Us I don't care about. So Ori, I honestly have to give to it just for the stunning visuals on its own. Just the way that the world looks like it's about to be set up. I've never played Ori and the Blind Forest or Will of the Wisps, but just from the little bits I've seen of gameplay, it looks fucking fantastic, and I want to get myself engrossed in that world too. And again, the other four outside of the Last of Us looks realistic. I mean, what do you want me to say? It looks realistic. It's supposed to be a Naughty Dog game. It looks good, whatever. But it's mostly the four before it or what I'm more interested in. And I genuinely think that if it weren't like, this is actually a very difficult decision, but I'm gonna settle with Ori. I really want to vote Hades, but I'm settling on Ori. Best narrative. 13 Sentinels. the fucking wrong Spike Chunsoft game to be voted on this year, and not The Somnium Files, because that didn't get nominated at all because no one recognized its existence until after it came out, well after the freaking cutoff date. So I am slightly pissed by that, but whatever. I'm gonna vote for. See. Fine, I'll vote for Hades. Or no, I haven't voted for Ghost of Tsushima, so I'm gonna vote for that. Best game direction. Noticing a pattern of Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Final Fantasy, and Last of Us. Oh man, it's almost like that was like the last category. Final Fantasy, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and Last of Us. Oh hey, look. Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Last of Us, Final Fantasy. Just a pattern. Game direction, we're giving it to the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Game of the Year. We got Doom, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and The Last of Us Part 2. Now, Last of Us is out. Doom is out, unfortunately. Okay. Now, don't know if I'd call Animal Crossing my game of the year, though. Out of this list, I gotta think of out of this list. Because my game of the year is Persona 5 Royal, easily. But also, I mean, Hyrule Warriors is going to come out in a few days, so that can't be nominated for anything either. That would have also probably made the list if it came out sooner. But what can you do? It'll probably get nominated for next year. Who knows? If Breath of the Wild 2 doesn't come out by then. Don't know. I genuinely don't know. Oh, Rob started streaming. Okay. Well, at least I know what to send people over to when the stream's done. I think I'm gonna knock out Final Fantasy VII as well. Mostly because, again, I haven't played it all the way through, but it's from the bit that I know of it, it's not an entire story, and that's what I'm gonna knock it for. It's, from what I played, it's a good game, and I'm gonna get back to it and beat it. But if I do, it's just gonna make me want the sequel that'll probably come out either in a year or two. And it won't be a complete telling of Final Fantasy VII, only the first 5 hours spread across a 60-hour game. Which, it's only going to give me a snippet of the story and not the full thing, so I'm going to knock it off for that. If I were to really nitpick. Ghost of Tsushima. Really want to give. No. I'm gonna vote for Animal Crossing. I'm gonna vote for Animal Crossing. Despite the fact there are multiple days where I don't even bother opening the game up. Despite the fact that there are grievances in the game that make me go, why did they design it this way, or why didn't they change it to update it to make it better? Despite the fact that the online still continues to be a clusterfuck to deal with. Despite the fact that the RNG and some of the collectibles are bullshit. it is kind of the best Animal Crossing game that we've ever gotten. Also, the when it came out was also way too perfect for a lot of people to take advantage of the new stuff it offers. So, honestly, despite the fact that I think it's still better than New Leaf, but I don't think it's the best game I've ever played. In terms of this list, I'd give it Game of the Year. So again, Hades, Ghost, Final Fantasy, and Doom all have their merit. Maybe Last of Us 2 as well. I don't know. But the other 5 games definitely have, the other 4 games definitely have their merit for being on this list. Like, without a doubt. I would honestly put Persona 5 Royal up here, but I know that they nominated the original game for Game of the Year, and it's mostly the same thing as the original game, but just some new added bonus story. So I can understand why that wasn't nominated again. That being said, I mean, it's really fucking good. Royal probably just is my Game of the Year this year. In any case, that's my list. That's my list. Here are my choices that I made. These are the choices that I definitely decided and finalized for my votes for this year. And I can't wait for all of my votes to go to shit, because the majority is not me. Because I have weird tastes sometimes. Again, I really don't want to vote Crash 4 for Best Family Game, because it's not a family game. I would vote for this for Best Action Adventure Game, but not Best Family Game. Actually, no. I would probably vote Paper Mario for Best Family Game. Because if I'm trying to think of it now. I'm going to change my vote. I'm going to change my vote. I'm going to give it to Paper Mario. Or Mario Kart. No, I'm giving it to Paper Mario. Because I'm trying to think in the context of a family game. You just want to sit down and play with your kids, or you want to sit down and play with your mom and pop, your brother and sister. You just want to look in the game and just have fun with it. I think Paper Mario would be great for that. Genuinely. Again, I don't know much about it, but I'm voting it for that. Most of the other things I'm pretty dead set on. Yeah, I'm pretty dead set on most of these other votes. All right. That's it. Yeah, that was last year. Last year wasn't super great. 2018 was super great. There's Reggie. Reggie, Phil, and the Sony guy. I don't remember his name. 2018 was great. That's when we got Joker. 2017, that's when Breath of the Wild was like really unveiled. And fucking drunk ass. Oh man, that was great. 2016, I definitely remember seeing it. This was when Kojima he was fired from Konami, so he got a lot of recognition from that this year. And that's when Doom came out as well. Doom 2016. 2015, yeah, this was paying tribute to Iwata because he had passed away recently. And a bunch of other things. And this was when they started using the stadium, I believe. Because it's either that or because 2014, this was when they showed off Breath of the Wild, I think, right? Or was it Mario Maker? the Wii U was still out. Like, it wasn't. Was this when Mario Maker was first unveiled? I think it was. I don't remember what that is. But this is when it was still like getting off of Spike TV and becoming its own thing. Like, not the Video Game Awards and more being the Game Awards. So, yeah. I can't wait to stream it. And the other thing too is that I had expectations last year. I expected they would have another Smash announcement then. That was my first problem because I had expectations. And normally I shouldn't go into these things with expectations because then if they don't meet them, then I get disappointed and then think it sucks because of it. But then again, last year just sucked in general, not even because of the expectations that weren't even met. So, there's also player's choice. So during the awards, they're gonna have a separate voting in the chat for what the players decide is their favorite game. That is not even on the list. So that will also be in there too. So yeah, that's the Game Awards nominee voting. I spent way too long on this stream. I didn't think I would spend as longer than I did last time, but I was stopping a lot when we were actually watching the video. Excuse me. So I'm gonna end the stream here now. Why is it overloading? It's still streaming, right? Okay. OBS, please. Okay. Oh, it's just laggy. The latency is fucking high. I didn't even notice. Anyway. Before I end, let's y'all can go over to this guy's channel because he's streaming. Well, I'm not gonna play it now because there's spoilers in there. But VScat100 is definitely he's definitely streaming right now, so you should go. Well, I guess Cassandra's already in there. So lol. Alright, so I'm not going to show any of that because, again, there's spoilers in there. But, yeah, you can go watch VScat100's Ace Attorney stream if you really want to. If you already haven't done that. I know Cassandra did. In any case, that's it for this stream. And, wait a minute. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. That's not enabled. Oops. Oh god, that's not right. That's not right. That is not the right link. Anyway. Thank you for joining. The green screen should have been active. Thank you for joining the stream. It is done. I'll get to other things normally later, but for now, that is it for now. I need to turn this down. I'll get to I'll remake this properly and make sure everything looks good and all that. But I have things to get to myself. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have yourselves a lovely day. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Good night, everybody.